Hey, what's up guys? Kai here, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Let's Play Breath of Fire. Today I will be showing you the ending you get if you kill Tyr in her human form instead of using Agni to reveal her true form. And even though this is considered to be the bad ending to the game, it is most likely the ending you'll get the first time you play this. I've also decided to go ahead and do all of the necessary level grinding for Nina, so that way she has all of her spells, which is something I talked about doing in a separate bonus episode, but the more I thought about it, the more it made sense to just combine these two ideas into one video. So with that being said, before we take on the goddess, let's take a look at Nina, who is now 19 levels higher than she was when I beat the game. Everybody else is between 7 to 10 levels higher, except for Blue. She's only 3 levels higher than she was last time. And there are two really good places to level grind in this game, the first of which being just north of Scand around that red poisonous water, and the other is just outside of Pagoda fighting those M-slimes that I showed you guys earlier, which is where I did all of my leveling, and it only took about 2.5 to 3 hours to get Nina where she needs to be. You know, I just realized everybody has blue eyes except Karn and Blue. Well anyway, speaking of Karn, we need to fuse him into Puka, which now has maximum HP at these levels. And let's take a look at the fruits of our labor. Nina's new spells include Hush, which is pretty self-explanatory, allows her to silence enemies. Dispel allows her to negate the effects of any buffs the enemies will cast on themselves. Renew X will bring a dead character back to life with full HP, just like a Life 2. Cura X is really good. That restores 250 HP to your whole party. Wall is basically the reflect spell of the game. It allows you to bounce magic back to enemies for a small amount of damage. And finally, at level 46, Nina learns Zombie X. It deals 300 damage to all undead enemies on the screen. So let's take on the goddess. Which, if Nina is high enough to know Cura X, then this fight is very easy. But even if you don't have Cura X, this fight is going to be very easy. It's just going to take a little bit longer because you'll have to do slightly more healing than normal. Alright, it's final boss time against the Super Saiyan goddess. She's got the spiky blonde hair, the fiery aura around her body, and everything. Alright, so this time around, you want to use Rudra with Ryu, Marble Ones with Karn, Nina should be using the Star Hammer, and Blue is going to be casting Bolt X. Oh, there's the Comet spell. 75 AP, 400 damage to all enemies, but because there's only one enemy here, you should just go with Bolt X, which also deals 400 damage at less than half the cost. It would be nice if Bolt X hit all enemies, but no, that's not until the next Breath of Fire game. Oh well. So the good thing about Tyr's human form here is that she has no second wind. The bad news is she still has 30,000 HP, so it's going to take a while to kill her. She also has no elemental weaknesses, so we can't take advantage of that. And now that Ryu has transformed into Ruja, you want him to use Marble Ones every single round, just like Karn. The only time you have to heal with Nina is when the goddess decides to use Blizzard, which is her only other attack. Yeah, that's it. She can attack you normally and cast Blizzard. That's it. And Blizzard only deals 100 damage to your party. So yeah, she's gonna have to hit you twice before you even have to use Cura X, which just completely negates all the damage you took prior. Of course, if you absorb it with the Earth Robe, that's fine too. And now that I've shown you the entire fight, I am just going to do the rest of this off-screen and bring you guys back here when she's almost dead. Alright guys, we're back, and to be perfectly honest with you, this fight went a lot quicker than I had originally anticipated it would, thanks to Nina only having to stop and heal twice so far, allowing me to get a little bit of extra damage out of the Star Hammer. Tyr just spent the majority of the fight hitting Ryu over and over again. Ooh, it's going to be close. Can the main hero defeat the goddess and save the world? Yes, he can. Alright, go Ryu. Yeah, finally. Tyr, in both of her forms, isn't very difficult so much as she is tedious. It's just a long, drawn-out process of draining 30,000 HP. What do you mean that was easier than you thought? Haven't you defeated the goddess before, Blue? Of course it would be easier the second time around. Yeah, that's what level grinding gets you, Ox. What's wrong with Ryu? And that's it. There is no ending to the game. You kill Tyr, she disappears, you get the same speech about having to help the people around the world rebuild, and the game just cuts right to the credits. Wait a minute, Ted Woolsey was also the director for this game? I thought he was only the translator. Well shit, you gotta give that man credit. I mean, I always joke around and give him a hard time in my LPs for his unusual choices when it comes to translating. But, you know, back in the 90s, he was the go-to guy for translating JRPGs, and he's responsible for most of my childhood. In fact, I don't think anyone else has translated nearly as many games as he has. And a lot of the times, his working conditions were horrible. I mean, look at Final Fantasy VI. They only gave him 30 days to translate that game alone in its entirety. I mean, that's ridiculous even for 2 or 3 people. But to know that he also directed some games at the same time, damn. I kind of like this ending background a little bit better than the other one. I'll be honest with you guys, I like that dragon. What? She's alive? Oh god! Yeah, that's it guys. That's the only difference between this ending and the ending I showed you during the main LP, which is considered the good ending. So I believe I've showed off everything that I wanted to in this game, but if I've missed anything, or if there's anything in particular you'd like to see and that you would like me to showcase, let me know. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Until next time, take care.